In this episode, we look back at the last 300 episodes of Tiny Leaps, Big Changes. I can't even tell you how amazing this feels. So get excited, because this is Tiny Leaps, Big Changes. Another episode of Tiny Leaps, Big Changes, where I share simple strategies you can use to get more out of your life. My name is Greg Clunas, and this is a special day. This is a special episode. This is something that, if I'm being honest, I did not think that I would see. 300 episodes. 300 episodes. That is insane. And when you really look at each episode took an average of, let's say, 2 hours to make. So we're looking at 600 hours put into this show, not to mention marketing and community and the book and just so much. It's one of those things that I'm like, being here, I'm a little bit blown away by. But it's incredible. And so first of all, before we jump into what I have for the content, I want to say thank you to you, because this show would not be at episode 300 if it weren't for you. If you did not continuously show up, if you did not share your thoughts and opinions with me, if you did not keep suggesting content ideas and things you want to hear, if you weren't the amazing human being that you are, this show wouldn't have made it to 300. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It honestly means the world. Now, with that said, my plan for this episode is to look back at 6 episodes that members of the community have highlighted as the most impactful to them. These are episodes that, for one reason or another, helped them along their journey. It allowed them to get the message to click. Whatever it was they were trying to do, it allowed the message to finally click into place. So we're going to look at those 6 episodes. I'm going to introduce the person who suggested it. I'm going to mention the episode number and the title, talk a little bit about what I was going for with that episode, and then play a small clip from it. So this is going to be a little bit longer of an episode, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. And that's my big thing, is kind of just let's reflect on the best moments of the last 300 episodes, the most impactful moments of the last 300 episodes. So without further ado, the very first one, the first episode suggested to me to make the cut as one of the most impactful, one of the most valuable episodes of this show, comes from Haley. Now, Haley has become a good friend of mine. She listens to the show regularly, and she reached out to me months ago trying to find a way that we could work together, and we've since done some work together. So I appreciate her so much for suggesting this. And the episodes she suggests is 175, Going Back to a Job After Entrepreneurship. Now, this episode for me was all about documenting what I was dealing with in that moment. It was the end of 2016. After my business failed, I went back and I took a full-time job early 2017 and hated it so much. Like, I felt like a failure. I felt like a loser. I felt like I wasn't good enough. That's why I had to do this. And the purpose of this episode was to almost clarify for myself why going back to a job was valuable.